Holy motherfuck shit. What's going on? YouTube, GZTV. We are here with an NBA recap. The basketball games have just concluded. I am working on some other shit. Like, we are working on all sorts of fucking content this evening. Don't you worry. I am on top of things. And we are back. I posted a YouTube video. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. I haven't really promoted it for everyone else, but this is what we're going to be talking about, obviously, soon. I do want to start with my Celtics, though. I know I'm a little selfish, but my Celtics get a fucking W. I know the Clippers are kind of garbage this year without Kawhi. We get a dub. I'm proud of our team. Jaylen Brown scores 33, Peyton Pritchard 30. As the Celtics hold off the Clippers, they win by 3. Great scoring by both Jaylen Brown and Peyton Pritchard, and Jaylen Brown grabbing boards for the team as well, doing a little bit of everything. He's played like an All-NBA player throughout the season, and we hold him off. We get the victory. We'll watch the highlights here in a second. Man, insane moves for James Harden. I don't know what the hell we're doing, putting Peyton Pritchard on him of all people. That's not going to work. Jaylen Brown was hitting tough shots all game. Nick Batum playing pretty decent on both sides of the floor. Derek White, obviously, was hitting some threes. I'm just not able to watch any of these games. I got to watch the Packers. I watched the Packers. I will talk about that like on my NFL recap video, which I will hopefully be recording like somewhat in the night a little bit here. But let's get into some highlights real quick. For show.
I mean, what I want is just to never worry about money. Yes. I internalize so much of my emotions that it's
Damn, Shouty.
impact.
Is that why you sweat so much? Yeah, she really does. Yeah.
Only through my armpits, and it's only when I'm nervous. She's nervous all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No.
What the fuck was that? Don't play that commercial again. Jaylen. I didn't really get to watch this game at all. I didn't watch any NBA, I'm telling you today. I watched a lot of football. I've been watching the Sunday night game. That's still going on right now. I don't even know why I'm doing this stream, but it's fine. Watch the Packers game. I think that's it, honestly. James Harden. Oh my fucking god. He was fucking our shit up. I'm happy we won, though. Oh my god. He's about to cook him here. Again, I don't know why the hell we had Pritchard guarding Harden. He was getting cooked all game. Got here. Huh. Okay. Hey. I'm hyped for Thanksgiving break. I just got to get through this week of school. Harden. Whoa, they were close. I didn't realize how close they got. That would have been wild. That would have been crazy if he made that shot. All right. Check the box score real quick. Looking at the Clippers, you get a 17-point performance for John Collins. Only shot 25% from 3, though. 16 points for Ivica Zubac, 12 rebounds. He actually played a really good game of basketball here. 60% shooting. James Harden, not the greatest shooting splits, but I mean, he still ended up with 37, 7, and 8 coming off of that insane, like, 40-point triple-double he had the other night. So he's been doing it, and only having 3 turnovers, that's really not that bad for having those ball handle duties. Bogdanovich had 11 off the bench, but only 40-20 splits isn't the greatest. Kobe Sanders, I don't really know who that is, but he had 11 points, 6-7 from 3. And really, Derek Jones, a pretty lackluster performance with only 5 points. He did make a 3, but he's just not that great of an offensive player. He can play some good defense for you, but yeah. They made the adjustments, though. I think this was a pretty well-coached game. You had Nicholas Batum, Brook Lopez, Bogdanovich, Kobe Sanders. It's kind of like the bench squad that came in, and they were saying he wasn't doing much. So, yeah, I guess, did he get in foul trouble? I don't think he did. He might have. I don't know. Looking at the Celtics, 14 points for Neemias Queta. Shout out to my guy. 22 points for Derek White off of 50% three-point shooting. 33 points and 13 rebounds for Jaylen Brown. Solid defense from him. 30 points from Peyton Pritchard. The guy made 8 threes this game. I mean, hell yeah. 13 points. My guy Luka Garza making 2 threes this game. He has been awesome off the bench for us. And obviously we aren't the greatest team in the league, but we're definitely not doing too shabby with our situation. So shout out to the Celtics for keeping on. We're going to keep it going. We're going to get into Orlando versus Houston because we had a couple of overtime games in these games today. But wow, Kevin Durant had 35 points. Alperen Sengun had 30 points and 12 rebounds. So the Rockets get a 4-point overtime win. The Rockets are looking really fucking good again. Kevin Durant and Alperen Sengun holding it down for the Rockets on the offensive end. And I do think Alperen Sengun sent it to overtime originally. And he also had some great rebounds. Huge overtime victory. Close game. Obviously, Kevin Durant, it's only right he hits a dagger in OT. We're not going to look at the highlights. We're just going to kind of talk about this one. Yeah, big-time bucket for Alperen Sengun. Anthony Black going coast to coast is fun. Yeah, Kevin Durant's just so tough. He's just such a tough offensive player. There's not much you can do about it. Tristan da Silva's a dope player. He's been pretty impressive offensively for the team, kind of taking over that role for Paolo. Seems like they never have him healthy. Honestly, the Magic played a pretty good basketball game. The shooting splits weren't really there, but 29 points for Franz Wagner. 13 points for Tristan da Silva. He shot 50-33 splits, so he's been playing some really good basketball. And this is great defense. Wendell Carter, 4 blocks. Tristan da Silva, 3 steals. Franz Wagner, 2 steals. You know what I mean? Wendell Carter had 15 points. He shot 50% from 3. Obviously, he could be a little bit better at the rim. 26 points for Desmond Bane. Only shot 45% from the field, I guess. Could have played better, but Anthony Black had 18 points off of 50% shooting, and yeah, he could have made some threes. He played pretty good, though. I think really it comes down to guys off the bench. I'm looking at guys like Tyus Jones that contributed virtually nothing to this effort, had a couple of rebounds and assists and a steal, and that's really it. I think their bench needs to put in a little more effort because I think without Paolo Banchero for their situation, they're actually playing really good offensively. But I don't know. 35 points for Kevin Durant, obviously. 10 points for Jabari Smith, who he made half of his threes in this game. 30 points for Alperen Sengun, 12 rebounds. Yeah, 10 rebounds for Jabari Smith as well. They were grabbing hella boards this game. 12 points, 10 rebounds for Amin Thompson, 2. Very insane, tightly knit, 8-man rotation for Ime Udoka. Aaron Holiday had 10 points. He shot 75% from the field, made 2 threes, 16 points for Reed Shepherd. He's actually had a really good start to the season, shooting 50% from 3. And this one, moving on, we have the Portland and Dallas. There were 3 overtime games, and this is the second of 3. But we have the Trailblazers versus the Mavs. Mavs get a somewhat big-time win. P.J. Washington and Cooper Flagg power the Mavericks to a 5-point overtime win over the Trailblazers. Yeah, P.J. Washington and Cooper Flagg, great scoring, and yeah, they teamed up. Huge baskets late. The chemistry is definitely there between those two. Cooper Flagg still getting kind of used to the Maverick system. Don't expect the Mavs to have a good first season under with or in the Cooper Flagg era, but yeah, they get a victory. Really fun game here. Cooper Flagg. Yeah, big finds throughout the game. Obviously, Shaedon Sharp's going to be a tough athletic player to keep track of. Daniel Gafford gets to the rim. Robert Williams, they're starting to play him a lot more in Portland. Obviously, it didn't work out here, but he's dunking her down. Yeah, we have 2 more games after this. We're looking at the Trailblazers. 26 points for Jeremy Grant. Only shot 35% from the field, though. 11 points for Toumani Camara. I do think the Trailblazers are also a team that played pretty well this game. 29 points for Denny Avdia. He shot 50%, but you'd like him to shoot better from 3. 16 points for Donovan Clingan, 11 rebounds. 10 rebounds for Toumani Camara as well. Donovan Clingan actually played really good. 33% from 3. 36 points for Shaedon Sharp. Holy shit, he shot 33% from 3, but man, they got him taking 32 shots. That is wild. This is another situation where it's okay, the bench should probably play a little better, namely a guy like City Sissoko, who had pretty much no contributions again in 12 minutes. So time is money, I guess. You look at the Mavs, you get a 20-point performance for Daniel Gafford. Very good game. 75% shooting, 3 blocks, of course. Him and Cooper Flagg holding it down at the rim. 21 points for P.J. Washington. You get a 21-point performance for Cooper Flagg, who shot 33% from 3. 15 points for Brandon Williams. He shot 50%. 14 for Christie. He shot 50% from 3. 19 for Klay Thompson. 12 for D'Lo off the bench. So they kind of had all hands on deck this game. Don't see them really taking this with them, though. As we get into the Hawks and the Suns, the Hawks have actually looked really impressive, even without Trae Young. They've looked debatably better. I don't know what Trae Young's doing in an old school Hawks jersey, but the Hawks rallied from 22 down in the fourth quarter at a point. They were down 22 down by 22. They beat the Suns by 2. This is their 5th straight win. Obviously, Onyeka Okongwu was the big scorer for them in this game, and they overcome that stuff. Nickeil Alexander-Walker hitting threes. We saw him do that for Minnesota. He's going to continue to do that for Atlanta. Zachary Ricochet getting to the rim. Jordan Goodwin hitting tough shots. Colin Gillespie hitting tough shots, I guess. I don't know. I think he went to Villanova or Marquette, one of the two. But let's check the highlights. And here we go with this.
Is that why you sweat so much? Yeah, she really does. Yeah.
Only through my armpits, and it's only when I'm nervous. She's nervous all the time. Yeah.
What?
Oh my god. No.
I don't understand what the point of that commercial was, I'm going to be honest with you. Jalen Johnson passes it. Hey! Oh, we missed. Ricochet? Onyeka showing off the range. Cool. Okay. Dylan Brooks, the green FN jumper. Hey. Oh. Oh, Dylan Brooks. To the clear. Hey. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. This is wild. Wait, did they show him? Okay, they didn't. They didn't show when they were down. That would have been nice if they showed like how much they were down by. Hawks are looking nice, dude. Oh my god, he almost made that shot. Trae Young dressing like an absolute goober. You look at the Hawks, really good basketball here. 27 points for Onyeka Okongwu, shooting 60-33 splits. You get a 25-point, 10-rebound performance for Jalen Johnson, shooting 67% from 3. 15 points for Zachary Ricochet. 26 for Nickeil Alexander-Walker, shooting 50-33% splits. And you get 11 points for Dyson Daniels, as well as 12 assists. So that everyone kind of playing their role that game. You look at the Suns. What a game for Dylan Brooks, though. 34 points. Yeah, he genuinely played really good. Insane defense as well, along with guys like Ryan Dunn and Colin Gillespie off the bench playing good defense. But Dylan Brooks shot, I think, like 56%. 12 points for Ryan Dunn. He shot 50% from 3. Could obviously have gotten better on the interior. 27 points for Devin Booker. Not the most efficient game in the world, though. 14 points for Jordan Goodwin. 67-50 splits. And 15 points for Colin Gillespie, who made a third of his threes. Definitely could be more of an interior scorer, but I guess he's not really that. So there you have it. Royce O'Neal definitely struggled in this one. Only made one shot through 25 minutes. And I guess guys like Colin Gillespie got some shine on this team, but you'd like to see guys like Jordan Goodwin, Nick Richards, Isaiah Livers, guys like that making more of an impact and getting more minutes, but it is what it is. I don't think Royce O'Neal is kind of like the modern day PJ Tucker, how I look at him as. I don't know. Bulls Jazz, this game just concluded. This was fucking insane. That game winner, we'll get to it in a second, but Lauri Markkanen absolutely went off. And Lauri Markkanen, very early in the season, despite the Jazz not playing that well, he has been an all-NBA player. Like, borderline. Definitely an all-star. Keontae George, hit the game-winning 3 in double overtime. I'm going to have to watch that play. Kobe White sent the game to double overtime with a tying layup. Lauri Markkanen was just all over the fucking place, hitting crazy shots, time in and time out. 150 to 147. That is definitely like the highest scoring NBA game we have pretty much seen all season. So
So you only pay for what you eat? Yes. Huh. What happens in this one? Seagulls. Oh, I like it. How are you doing? Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty. Stace, that's part of the tension tonight is that the Bulls don't force a lot.
oh, they're showing some early highlights. That's surprising. Who's that? Markkinen. Hey. There we go.
Those are the top two scorers for the Jazz. George comes to get it. He takes the shot. It's off.
That was online though.
Nurkic out to clear Herter. Markkinen gets Vucevic.
Markkinen.
On the shot clock. Markkinen makes his move.
That's so unlucky on Vooch's part. This is crazy. He's so tough. Larry Markkinen's really good. That was terrible defense by Markkinen. You gotta move your feet, dude. Oh, this is crazy. This is it. Bro said the win. Shut your ass up. Kevin Love getting hyped. This is crazy. Those shoes are insane. What are those? Oh my god. That was a really good play, actually. Doing all that, going to double OT just to see Keontae George just smack that shit is kind of wild. But, look at the Bulls. You get 18 points for Matas Buzelis. He shot 40% from three. He played some really good basketball. 21 points, 13 rebounds for Vooch. Could have played slightly better, maybe. I don't even know. I don't think he played terrible, though. 21 and 13. Could have made that three at the end. Obviously, that would have helped them stay in the game. 26 points for Josh Giddey. 12 rebounds and 13 assists. He's damn near playing like an all-star this year. Not the greatest shooting splits, but also just stuffing the stat sheet. I know he had 6 turnovers, but if you have that guy on fantasy, you're eating good, bro. 10 points off the bench for Julian Phillips. He had some really solid role player minutes of 80, 67 splits. 27 points for Kobe White. Could have shot a little bit better, but I would assume he played well. Good as well. I mean, he's been a huge piece for them this year so far. Like their successes and stuff. 18 points, 60, 50. Isaac Okoro kind of sucks, and they could have given literally anyone on the bench squad, like even the guys we didn't talk about, like Jalen Smith and Patrick Williams. You got to start giving those guys the nod because Isaac Okoro, I feel like I've been saying this, he is not a great offensive player. He's really not that good of a player at all. Like he grabs rebounds, I guess, and he can pass the ball a little bit. I don't like him getting 40 minutes. That's pretty unreasonable. You look at this who actually won the game, 47 points for Lauri Markkinen, just fucking killing it defensively as well. Just played great. 10 points for Svi Mikalik. He shot 67%, so he was dope. 33 points for Keontae George off of 30% three-point shooting. Great defense on the steals. 10 points off the bench for Kevin Love. He shot 33% from three. You get a 16-point performance for Bryce Sensabaugh. And you get Isaiah Collier putting up 16, shooting 67%, and passing the ball around. Great rebounding from these guys, like Kevin Love, obviously, and good defense from Isaiah Collier. So that's going to do it. Let's check out the games for tomorrow. There should be a bunch of them. Yeah, Milwaukee, Cleveland, that's always going to be a fun matchup. The Pacers are the worst team in the NBA, so I don't even care. Clippers are mid. New York, Miami will be good. The Hornets are mid. Mavs are mid. Pelicans suck. I do think Chicago, Denver has some pretty good potential. Denver's rising as like one of the best teams in the NBA. So that is kind of the video. I know I've been kind of speeding through these recently, but there's really no point in taking too much time. I'm going to be posting this IT video at some point tonight, I do believe. We will have to see what happens. I might go take a little bit of a break. I don't know. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Every single day there's NBA action. I'm sure there's going to be good games. We'll find games to talk about tomorrow, even if they're like not all good games. We will find some stuff to talk about on the channel every single